that haircut you're wearing right now. Your stylist just added 15 years to your face, and they did it on purpose. I know that sounds harsh, but hear me out. There's a reason why certain salons keep pushing the same outdated styles on women over 60, and it has nothing to do with what actually looks good on you. I'm Sarah. I've been a hairstylist for 25 years, and today I'm exposing the 5 haircuts that are secretly aging you. But here's what nobody's telling you. One of these cuts is actually recommended by dermatologists and anti-aging experts, and it's the worst offender on this list. I'll reveal which one at the end, and trust me, you'll be shocked. Now, I recently had a client walk into my salon. Beautiful woman, 62 years old, but honestly, she looked 80. Her hair was doing absolutely nothing for her. We made one change, didn't touch the color, didn't do anything dramatic, just switched her from haircut number 4 on today's list to the modern alternative I'm going to show you. The transformation was so dramatic, her husband didn't recognize her in the parking lot. I'm not exaggerating. Here's what we're covering: the 5 aging haircuts you need to avoid, the modern alternatives that actually work, and why your current stylist might be keeping you trapped in 1985. But stick with me until the end, because I'm revealing the one phrase you need to say in the salon that changes everything. Right now, pause and hit that subscribe button, because we're about to completely transform how you think about your hair. Cut 1. The soft layered bob. Cut number 1 is the soft layered bob, and please notice I said soft, not stiff. This is the haircut that can either make you look elegant and youthful, or instantly push you into church bulletin photo from 1997. The difference is movement. A youthful bob should not sit on your head like a helmet. It should have light layers, soft ends, a little lift at the crown, and pieces around the face that move when you move. The length usually works best somewhere between the chin and collarbone, depending on your jawline and neck. What you want to avoid is the heavy, rounded bob with no texture, no softness, and no shape around the face. That's the classic granny cut. But a modern layered bob? It lifts the face, frames the cheeks, softens the jawline, and makes your hair look fuller without trying too hard. If you want something easy, classy, and not too dramatic, this is usually the safest place to start. Cut 2. The modern pixie or bishia. Cut number 2 is the modern pixie, or even better, the bishia, which is a cross between a bob and a pixie. Now, short hair can be beautiful after 60, but it has to be the right kind of short. The mistake is going too short, too tight, and too flat. That's when the haircut stops looking stylish and starts looking severe. A youthful pixie has texture. It has softness around the ears. It has a little height at the crown. It may have longer pieces in the front, a side-swept fringe, or soft layers that make the hair look airy instead of cropped down. The bishia is especially flattering because it gives you the freedom of short hair, but still leaves enough length to create shape. It's easier to style. It works well with gray or silver hair, and it makes thinning hair look more intentional. If your hair feels heavy, tired, or like it's dragging your face down, this cut can give you an instant lift. Cut 3. The collarbone lob. Cut number 3 is the collarbone lob, and this is one of the most flattering cuts for women who don't want to go too short. A lob is basically a long bob, and when it hits around the collarbone, it creates one of the most elegant, face-lifting shapes you can wear. It gives you enough length to feel feminine, but it removes the weight that can make the face look pulled down. The key is not to keep it blunt and lifeless. Ask for soft face-framing layers, a little movement through the ends, and enough shape so the hair doesn't hang like curtains. This cut is perfect if you've worn long hair for years and you're scared of a big chop. It feels familiar, but it looks fresher. It also works beautifully with waves, soft curls, straight hair, silver hair, highlighted hair, and even finer textures. If you want younger without looking like you're trying to look younger, the collarbone lob is a quiet little miracle. Cut 4. The soft shag. Cut number 4 is the soft shag, not the wild rock star shag, not the choppy mullet, but the soft, wearable, grown woman version. This haircut is all about movement. It gives the hair life again, especially if your hair has started to feel flat, thin, or shapeless. The layers around the crown add volume, while the pieces around the face create softness. A good soft shag can make your cheekbones pop, make your eyes stand out, and make your hair look like it has personality again. It's also very forgiving because it doesn't need to be perfectly styled. In fact, it looks better when it has a little natural movement. The danger is going too choppy. You don't want harsh chunks or messy layers that make the ends look thin. You want blended texture, soft fringe if it suits you, and enough length to keep it flattering. This is a beautiful cut for women who want to look stylish, current, and a little more energetic. Cut 5. The long layered cut with face framing. Cut number 5 is for the woman who loves her length and refuses to be told she has to cut it all off after 60. You do not have to go short to look younger. But long hair does need shape. The mistake is keeping it all one length, especially if it's thin at the ends or flat at the top. That can pull the face down and make the hair look tired. A youthful long cut needs long layers, face framing pieces, and movement through the front. The shortest face framing layer should usually begin somewhere around the cheekbone, chin, or collarbone, depending on your face shape. This keeps the length, but removes the heaviness. It brings attention up toward the eyes and cheekbones instead of dragging everything downward. If your long hair is still healthy, shiny, and full enough at the ends, don't let anyone bully you into a shortcut. Just give it shape. Long hair after 60 can be stunning when it looks intentional. Now, here's the part most women are never told. The haircut itself is only half of the transformation. The real magic is not just the name of the cut. It's where the weight sits, where the volume sits, and where the eye is being pulled when someone looks at you. A haircut can either pull the eye downward or lift it upward. That is the difference between a cut that ages you and a cut that wakes up your face. When the hair is heavy around the bottom, flat on top, and stiff around the sides, the face can look tired even if you feel wonderful. But when the hair has softness near the cheekbones, lift at the crown, and movement around the face, everything looks brighter. And this is why two women can ask for the exact same bob and walk out with completely different results. One looks modern and elegant. The other looks like she's been getting the same haircut since 1984. It's not always the length. It's the shape. A lot changes with hair after 60, and nobody should make you feel bad about that. Hair can become finer. The texture can change. Gray hair can feel wiry in some areas and soft in others. The hairline can shift. The crown may not have the same fullness it used to have. And sometimes the style that worked beautifully for you at 45 simply doesn't support your face the same way at 65. That doesn't mean you're losing beauty. It means your haircut needs to become more intelligent. The best haircuts after 60 don't fight your face. They work with it. They don't try to recreate the hair you had 30 years ago. They create a fresh version of you now. That's what makes a woman look younger. Not pretending to be 25, but looking awake, polished, modern, and confident in the stage of life she is in. One of the biggest mistakes women make is staying loyal to a haircut that stopped serving them years ago. Sometimes it happens slowly. You keep asking for the same trim. The stylist keeps doing the same shape. You don't hate it, so you keep it. But you also don't feel excited when you look in the mirror. You don't get compliments anymore. You find yourself styling it the same way every day because there's nothing else it can do. That's usually the sign your haircut has become a habit, not a choice. Many women over 60 are taught to choose practicality over beauty. You want something easy to manage, quick to style, and comfortable. That makes sense, but practical doesn't have to mean boring. The right haircut should work with your hair, not against it. Good layers, face framing, and proper shaping make styling easier while adding movement and softness. The problem is that many easy cuts remove all personality. They make every woman look the same. But you're not just a woman over 60. Your haircut should reflect who you are today. Whether your style is classic, colorful, or simple, your hair should feel modern without chasing trends. The front of your haircut matters most because it frames your eyes and smile. Soft face framing or wispy bangs can brighten your features, while heavy, blunt shapes can make the face look tired. A little lift at the crown also makes a huge difference. You don't need stiff volume, just enough height to create balance and openness. If you have gray or silver hair, don't blame the color if you feel older. Often it's the haircut. A modern bob, layered lob, or soft pixie can make silver hair look elegant and expensive. The same goes for fine hair. Going extremely short isn't the only solution. The goal is balance. Enough shape to create fullness without making the ends look thin. That's why a stylist who understands mature hair is so important. Don't settle for the same safe cut everyone gets. Bring photos, ask questions, and be specific. One simple phrase can help. I want a soft, modern shape that lifts my face, adds movement, and doesn't look heavy or round. If needed, add. Please keep softness around my face and a little lift through the crown. Hair isn't just hair. It affects how you feel, how you carry yourself, and how confidently you walk into a room. A youthful haircut isn't about looking 20 years younger. It's about removing heaviness, adding softness, and matching the energy you still have. You don't need a dramatic makeover. Small changes, better face framing, less bulk, healthier ends, or a little crown lift can completely refresh your look. Before your next appointment, ask yourself, does my haircut lift my face or drag it down? Does it feel current, or is it simply familiar? If it's the latter, it may be time for a better shape. Remember this, the most youthful haircut isn't the shortest or trendiest one. It's the one that creates softness, movement, lift, and balance. So choose intention over habit. Bring inspiration photos. Ask for movement. Ask for softness. And don't be afraid to say, I'd like something more modern. You're never too old for great style. If this video helped, like, subscribe, and tell me which of these 5 cuts you'd try. The soft bob, bishia, lob, soft shag, or long layered cut. Comment style if you'd like a follow-up video on the haircut mistakes that instantly age women over 60.